St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward, we just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. A blessed and wonderful good afternoon to all my St. Martin family and our SOS family all around the world. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolax Jr. Call up a friend, call up a family member, tell them the boys are in the house. A beautiful another Sunday here on the friendly island of St. Martin. And the best radio station in the world, SOS 95.9 FM. And it's time for Strictly Business. Of course, before we get started, we always like to thank and shout out to all our sponsors that make this program possible. So if you're in the area of Village Road, you want to do some great grocery shopping today or during the week, you got to go and visit the Aki Supermarket. Go there and get all your groceries done by Aki Supermarket. Also, we got Supreme Supermarket in the corner of Arch Road, Hispaniola Road, number 1. If you're in that area, go and visit the Supreme Supermarket and get your groceries there as well. Also now, we got the Los Mejores Barbershop and Beauty Salon right there on the Village Road. For the ladies, for the guys, also for the children, go and get a fresh look for the week. That's the Los Mejores Barbershop. And if you're thinking movies, you got to think Video Block, located right there in French Quarter, open from Monday to Saturday, 5:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. The only place you get this special Tutti movies for only $30, loaded on your USB, your hard drive, even your smartphone. Also got a very nice selection of video games for PS4. And also we like to thank Bold Chance Electronics, located right there on the front street, for all your home entertainment systems, surround system, your laptop, your computers. Thank you so much, Bold Chance. We also like to thank GEBE, our water and electricity company. Thank you so much, GB, for your continued support. And if you're looking for apartments or commercial spaces, number 1 place to call is J&J Properties. Give them a call at 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. We also got some delicious food for you. Jerky's Tiki Hut right there on the Illedrove. Some great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs. We also got Jerky's Tiki Hut located by the Plaza Casino. And if you're over the hill, you got Caribbean Jerky's located right across the Megaplex. They are open late for that great tasting food. Not forgetting the original Fat Boy Jimmy right there on the Pondfield for some great tasting food as well. Also like to thank Stasha's Restaurant next to Aki Supermarket. Give them a call today at 550-9108 or 524-9834. That is Stasha's Restaurant. And if you're looking for a car for the week or you're coming from abroad, you need a good car, great affordable rates, you can call Clean Car Rental. Give them a call at 588-1216. That is Clean Car Rental, 588-1216. Thank you so much for all our sponsors. Shout out to all our loyal listeners. Shout out to the senior as well. Brother Rolax in the house.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up?
Happy to be here, man. Happy to be
Bless.
back again. SS Radio.
Mm-hmm.
We're back. A lot of things happening in our small and friendly island.
Oh yeah, busy island.
Busy island. A lot of rain these days, bro.
Yeah,
a lot of rain. All these days making the body stiff, man. A lot of rain, but we give thanks for the little bit of rain.
Absolutely, for the blessings.
All the challenges, we just face them. Because our infrastructure cannot hold so much rain.
That is true.
That is true. Just have to push. Brian. Again, thanks to you to all the listeners, brother. I'm very
for the loyal support.
Happy, I'm very contented that we have a lot of listeners out there that listens to us every Sunday. Sometimes Sunday your body get up a little stiff, a little. You say, boy, I'm coming out there because we have a lot of listeners, so we can't let them down.
Yeah, we just want to come and mix it up.
We'll come mix it up, make sure they're listening to us. Thank you so much. I want to shout out to all the persons that meet me and say, hey, I just listen to you every Sunday. And I really like the program on SS Radio. So thank you so much, and we really appreciate that you keep listening to us every Sunday. Bro. Brian, this Tuesday, the 28th of January, I will be really, truly, thankful. Someone, lady, Miss, to send a shout out to her, Miss Holiday, Glenda Holiday. She invited me to be the MC on the L.B. Scott Memorial Lecture. They're gonna have a lecture every year around this time. They have a lecture. Different local business people come and talk about entrepreneurship, different stuff, different topics. And I will be hosting the show. Our speaker is going to be Anastasio Baker. I don't know if you know this gentleman, a very known gentleman and very educated gentleman in the community. shout out to him as well. Our people of St. Martin, all of you guys are really invited. I don't know if you have a little time, you can drop in on Back Street, Phillipsburg, St. Martin. Tuesday, 28th of January 2020, 7:30 p.m. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be the MC that night. So I really want to...
And entrance is free?
Yeah, the entrance is
awesome.
free. The entrance is free. They're going to talk about different stuff. If you don't know Mr. Anastasio Baker, this gentleman is a gentleman that, he did a lot of studies. He's very educated. He did a MAVO, he did a HAVO, and then he did his master's in technology, bachelor degree in aviation, maintenance management, different stuff. He was also the president of the Chamber of Commerce. I think he resigned
recently, right?
Yeah, recently to focus on the family business. There's several businesses on St. Martin has recently resigned again from executive director of St. Martin Chamber of Commerce to focus on these businesses, namely their family-owned business, Baker Suites Boutique Hotel. Mr. Baker loves the quote, "Impossible is a big word used by small-minded people," by Eric Thomas, because he believed that once you put your mind to it and believe it, everything is possible, which I agree with. Brian, a lot of things in life, which I myself is going through now, several different things that you want to make possible or make happen. Someone can tell you, "Boy, that impossible."
But for yourself, you got to find a way.
But for me, myself, I believe that it's possible, and I like the challenge, man, because I will prove them that it's possible, that I can achieve it.
Yeah, because challenges keep you on your toes, huh?
Yep. Challenges
makes you more effective.
Challenges keeps you on your toes, And when I came in just now, I gotta mention this because it was interesting. Billy did tell me something very interesting just now. He said, "Boy, look how your father went Curacao and advises somebody else over there, and nobody really asked him to
advise them here.
And
when there's so many that need it.
Yes,
right here in St.
so
Martin.
many that need it from especially old seasoned politicians that have been around for years.
Knows the ins and outs.
Knows the ins and outs. Has a lot of experience. As you know, my father has a lot of experience, and I give thanks for all the experience that he passed on to me as well. But what to do, Brian? Because my father's not a guy who's going around to run and ask them, "Hey, give me a job." You have to know his work. And I'm sure that
his work speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself. Yes, indeed. But again, he did his contribution to St. Martin, to our country for sure. And which I'm sure a lot of people also appreciate that. But again, I keep telling everyone, if there's anything, he's always there. His number is always there. He always tries to give advice to whoever he can. Because Brian, as you see, St. Martin, we need a lot of work now to be done. A lot of work needs to be done. And
it could only be done by teamwork, huh?
Yeah. So it only can be done.
Any individual feel like they're gonna be Superman or Superwoman and do it themselves. Forget about it.
Forget about it. It's not
we need
gonna
teamwork
happen.
all across the board.
All across the board. And one thing for sure, I also tell Billy D, he's not the Minister of Education or Ardwell. I'm seeing him every day in the papers, in the news. You can see that the gentleman is really putting in some work.
He come out the gate running.
Yeah. The gentleman, he come out the gate running. Nice. He's putting in a lot of work, and I gotta thank him for his work that he's putting in. St. Martin completely.
Yes.
Because if you see all the stuff that's being done now, he's up and down. He's doing what he has to do, seeing what he can do. Because of course we need the finances. It makes to believe that the ministers before, what were they doing? But what to do?
Yeah.
But he's doing a lot of work. And Brian, now I really would want every minister, not only education and finance, finance, justice, roaming, general affairs, the ministers, because they're going to have some new ministers coming in. TEAC, if all of them, Brian, hit the road running like that, I'm sure St. Martin has a really bright future.
Yeah.
And it's not only about a 4-year government. You just said that just now. It's about
working government.
A 4-year working government. Because if you're in there and hey,
can't sit down twiddling your thumbs.
You can't sit down just these guys they're really doing the work, and I really we as a man have to appreciate them and make sure give them the the possibility to keep doing their work. You know, as you see, the votes come in very clear for them. So all the best to them.
Yes, yes. So
know.
sometimes for progress too, you need some fresh young eyes. You know,
I think so.
On
I think
certain
so. Yes,
issues.
yes.
Come with a different approach.
Come with a different approach.
You know?
Yeah.
We
Because
love that.
again, if you advise me, I might bring this on the table, and you might say, hey, I agree with that. You know, that is a good idea. But hey, you know what to do? Maybe do it this way, or do it that way, or do it more later down. You know, I heard also Mr. Franz Richardson on the radio said he's going to retire completely from politics. You know, again, all these people, you have to give them their respect, because they give their support to St. Martin. They give their contribution. You know, I would say I would always would like for him to be an advisor to these young politicians, because again, Ryan, you know, they give their contributions, a lot of years of work, you know, a lot of experience. As you say, it's seasonal. You know, they see it in a different way. You know, they see it in the long. You know, so we as young people, we can learn a lot from them also.
Correct.
But we will bring our ideas in a different way.
Yeah, our method of operation, we're gonna run with it.
We're gonna run with it. You know, I don't know what is your
I agree. Kudos to Franz for the job he's done. You know, he has the people that love him. He has people that like him, people that don't like him. That's with everybody.
Always, yes.
You know, so I wish him well, his family well, his party as well. I mean, whoever the new leader is going to be, who's going to take that role. You know, they got their hands full.
They have their hands full.
But you have to be willing and ready.
And one thing he said was
people.
very important. You know, because remember, I was raised. My father was a politician almost all his life. You know, all his life. You know, and indeed, when your father or whatever family member is a politician, you know, he's out on the road a lot. You know, he's working.
Less time for the family.
Less time for the family, and which I do agree with Franz.
You can testify to that.
Yes, I can testify to that. You know, because you're busy with the people, huh? You're busy giving your service. You know, and what he said was very. It touched me a bit. You know, he said, "Boy, I really want to take some time with my family now. You know, I really want to take some quality time with his family. You know, he's going to even take a break on Tuesday night."
Okay.
He said, because he wants to focus on his own personal matters also. You know, so respect to him and kudos to him for whatever is out there. I just wish him the best, and we hope he can solve all the issues he's going through.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, USP Party is a party that he created, he founded. So I just hope it goes in the right hands and it keep going in the right direction. You know, because St. Martin, Brian, I believe St. Martin has a bright future. Truly has a bright future.
Yeah, we got a lot of bright minds, huh?
Yeah,
a lot of young bright minds who are capable and educated.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who are capable and educated, you know. And I believe that everyone who is capable and especially educated, they have a way or somewhere we can put them so they can also contribute to us. You know, and one thing I always keep saying, take care of our people and everything will be all right. You know, right? Another thing I wanted to talk about today is the same topic that we're gonna have in Backstreet with the LB Scott.
Okay.
You know, is about entrepreneurship, Brian. Especially you was grown and you went into entrepreneur. How was your experience with that?
Well, how my experience still is, you know, I'm still an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I believe that's one of the best ways that you can make an income and take care of yourself, take care of your family, because you decide, you know. Some days may be slow, but there's always a tomorrow that you can make X amount.
Yeah.
You know, there's no limit when you're an entrepreneur. It's all about promoting, marketing, seeing how the field is out there, seeing what is needed, and you go and run with it. When you just an employee, you know, you have to take so much order, so much rules, what time to come to work, and that's something I'm very passionate about. Up to today, I saw myself having to wake up early to go to school. You understand? That was school time.
Yeah, school
quick,
days.
early before the sun come up, you're done getting ready and whatnot. Today, you have grown folks, big people, the same routine they had going to school, the same thing is work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never saw myself really wanting to be like that for 30, 40, 50 years. You know?
Working for a company.
Right now, that's how it is. You have people have to wake up, I mean, especially because of the traffic and whatnot. Wake up 5 o'clock in the morning to reach work for 8.
Do you think
And stuff
do
like
you
that.
think by staying with a company 20, 25, 30 years, maybe with the same salary, same lifestyle, I'm just thinking, do you think that can cause frustration in a human being?
You see, for me too, it depends. It can cause frustration. But if you're going to stay with a company that long, it can't be about the money alone.
Yeah.
It got to be about the love for what you're doing.
Let me tell you something. An
Yeah, go ahead.
experience yesterday that happened to me. You know, very remarkable, Brian. And me and you always talk about customer service. I went by a communication telephone company yesterday because the box wasn't working. Brian, I reached in the place and I walked in. Yesterday was Saturday, right?
Yeah.
I walked in and the security told me there's somebody by the cashier. When I reached by the door, I made sure look that they closed 4 o'clock. I reached there 3 o'clock. And the two ladies at the cashier they was how do you say? They like closing up the cashier, like start to count money. So I didn't say anything. So I just reached, I said, Miss, good afternoon. Is it possible I can get a box by you? You know, those modern box.
Okay.
Why, Brian, the lady tell me, we close. And she was a grown lady, you know. And I didn't say, I just stay cool, you know. Honest to God, I stayed very cool. And I looked at her and I said, boy, you know why I didn't say anything or like, you know, answer her back? Because you could see she's frustrated. You could see it.
Yeah.
You know, she is frustrated. And then she told me, you don't see, listen to what she told me, you don't see the sign outside?
And you already saw the sign.
So I turned around and I said, no, miss, the sign says 4 o'clock. And then the other lady said, don't worry, cool out. They were like telling her. She said, no, give it to him.
What?
And I watch her.
And you still cool?
And I telling you, Brian,
Wow.
I was so cool like a whistle. And I looked at her and you know what's the funny part, bro? She don't even know what she's doing. Honestly, she don't know what she's doing. Because if she would have known what she's doing, she would have never said that. And then she get up, she went in the back. At least she did that, and you know, I was at least happy she did that. She went in the back, she said, look, only phones we got. We ain't got none of that now. And then she tell me, it's 3 o'clock we close. I said, no, miss, the sign says 4 o'clock. And then I said, miss, thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
And the other lady said, come back Monday, they might have it Monday.
Okay.
And I walk out.
Yeah.
But that's why I ask you that question. Do you think that also may be something that can frustrate someone?
Absolutely. People feel and tend to feel, which is facts, they've been working for such a long time for pennies.
Yeah.
You know, we want people to work, but we have to pay them properly as well.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody's not being paid properly, they tend to take it out on their clients, the customers, which is again wrong because even the pennies that you're getting is the customers who allow you to get that.
Yeah. And
No.
you know, Brian, as a local, as a born St. Martin, you study different things on the island, you know, and there's a lady I really admire who was Yvette's daughter. I don't know if you've ever been to the restaurant, TJ Cold Pot. And I always tell her, boy, I really admire how you move. She works at GB.
Okay.
You know, and she and her husband works there and they be back and forth. They just opened the restaurant right there on Sucking Garden.
Okay.
You know, and I always keep telling her, make sure go by BDD and promote your restaurant. Promote it. You know, because you know, I see it, people coming in and out, but sometimes it's still quiet.
Okay.
But the food is excellent, right?
Okay.
It's really nice.
That's a good start right there.
Yes,
The food
you
is
know.
delicious.
And you see that they're working couple, but they went to open the business. And you know, it's hard, Brian, because when you gotta get somebody put in there, go work, come back, and you know, I understand that. Okay, you don't want to leave the job one time because you want to get the business on its foot. You know, because remember, that's one thing about our country, Brian. Having a business is not cheap. You know, having a business, there's a lot of expenses to maintain a business. You know that.
Yes, sir.
And I also know that. You know, you have to. There's a lot of the director's fee, this fee, SZV, BV, all of those things. You have employees, you gotta pay them all this money, and sorry, You have to pay insurances. There's a lot of expenses, you know.
Yeah.
And so when you're there and you see the gentleman and the lady working so hard, you know, you still feel proud. You feel proud, but you know that it has an expense,
Yes.
and it's not easy,
Yes.
you know. And they're working between the jobs and
the business.
You know, you haven't been there yet.
No.
No.
You said recently open?
Well, a couple months already.
Okay.
Yes, they're open a couple months. You know, it's right there on Sucker Garden Road,
Okay.
close to Jojo's yard.
Okay.
You know, when you pass, let's say you're going, okay, let's say you're leaving Phillipsburg, right, and you're going to Frankie's funeral place there. You pass there, pass a little bit, and right on your left, a nice new little center they just built there, and you see TJ's Cold Pot.
Okay.
Anyway, shout out to the lady also. I'm just sending out to don't forget to come with Billy D.
Nice.
Because you know this is the radio station, right? This is the radio station, and everybody listens to us, listens to SOS Radio, and you will get great promotion.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and I always say, Brian, you know, it's not only foreigners can they have blood in their veins just like us. They have a mind just like us. You know, everything is just like us. You know, maybe different color, different shapes.
But the foreigners, I think, when they tend to come here, they tend to be more hungrier. You know, so when I say hungrier, they have maybe family back home that they want to support, that they need to support.
Yes.
You know, so by any means necessary, they're looking for the ins and the outs of how to get this done. You know, how to set up a business, how to, whatever it may be. And the foreigners, most of them, they don't care sometimes how small the location is. They will make it work.
Yeah, I agree.
You understand? You see a little snack in a small location, selling drinks and whatever it is. You know, you see a little corner of a little barber shop, they don't care if it's one chair. You know? We as a local, you know, if you open a barber shop, you want maybe 2-3 chairs.
Yeah.
You know, but no, they don't care. They're going to start out with the one.
You think maybe we see the money as too small? I don't know.
Yes, we do, because in your own country, you want to make it.
Yeah.
You're looking at pennies in your own country, but the pennies for them, maybe however they change it or whatnot, it's sometimes or most of the time is what more where they come from. That's the difference between them two. That's the benefit that they have, because some of them they hear and you would see them. They might drive a beat up car, they might live in a lay smart place, playing a lay rent, whatever, but back home they're like king and queens.
And you know, Brian,
I've seen that.
Just recently I was talking to a Jamaican guy, and he told me, you have an old car driving, right? And I tell him, boy, his name, he said, boy, why you don't buy a decent car, or a better car, man? You're always struggling with that car. And he said, boy, relax, I ain't gonna lie to you, I want to, you know, but after they came, my mother, my father, my sister, and my children.
They just be the breadwinners, my brother. The breadwinners. I know people personally, they drive an old, outdated Jeep, beat up. When you see that same person, they show you what they drive back home, what home park up in the house.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Wow.
Yeah.
But that's the benefit that they have. But we, you know, you don't got nowhere to go. You from here.
Yeah.
You know, you making sure here you're looking good. You know, you're going, you're getting the latest vehicle. Maybe you can't afford it, but you're going by any means necessary. You live over your means. You want the latest vehicle. You want the big Jeep.
But
but you're paying rent, living in an apartment for how long?
You can always, I believe you can always start small, Brian.
Absolutely, but that is how you're supposed to start.
You can always start small. I did so many things from Curacao, come straight here. You know, a lot of things I did. I washed cars, I cleaned yards. You know, I did all type of things. Look on the internet, see what kind of business. I start to sell juices. You know, you start something, and by that income, you move on to something else. You know, so there's many things you can do. You know, to gain income. You know, look you're in the business for a couple of years now. You know, I don't know if you're thinking of doing something else or something new.
Well, all the time. You mean I dabble in different little things. You know, would sell this here and there to make an extra income. Would go online. You know, whatever it is, bro. Whatever it is, you can't just settle for the little pennies.
Yeah.
You know, you got family to support. You got to go out there. And when people see me working hard, doing so many different things, but Brian, what it is going on, I say, listen, you got to do it while you're young.
Yeah, you have to.
You got to do it while you're young. If you see me by my business sweeping, mopping up and whatnot, they come up, but Brian, Lord, give me a job now.
Yeah.
I said, yo, I would do that, but look, I got my 2 hands, I got my 2 feet. Thank God I got health. I know how to do it too, so I'll get it done.
Yeah.
You understand? I'll get it done. I have some, you people always, they ask you for money something. When I have in Curacao you call them what? And Nairobi you call them Charlotte.
Charlotte, yeah.
Right? In Samantha we call them homeless or what's the word for Charlotte?
Junkie.
A junkie or whatnot. If you come in by me asking me for $1, $2, $3 every day, I tend to say, listen here, you're gonna come by me every 2-3 days, but look, the garbage need to take out.
Yeah.
You need to start working, doing something, Okay, good. Pick up the broom, sweep outside for me. Do something. I'll give you $1, I'll give you $2. But don't think you could just keep asking and asking, because that's the thing. They get comfortable.
Yeah. That's the thing. And you know what's the thing about that, Brian? By keep asking and asking, your life never improve, eh?
Yeah.
Because when you get that $5, what are you gonna do with it?
It's splurge it off quick, because it's a means to an end for them.
Exactly.
They know exactly what they want.
That is something that, like hand to mouth. So you just get it and you spend it. Get it and you spend it. So they must have ways, Brian. But one thing I can tell you, Brian, being an entrepreneur, it is not easy. Sometimes people believe that you have a lot of money, but it's not easy. Sometimes you have a lot of expenses.
We gotta let them know it's not easy, but it's worth it.
Yes, it's worth it.
It's self-fulfilling.
Yeah.
You feel good.
Yeah, that's one thing.
You understand? You feel excellent.
That is one thing, but it's not easy. You have to work, Brian. You cannot just sit down and say and think something is gonna happen. Brian, sometimes I am home Sundays, and if somebody call me and tell me, boy, I lock my key inside, I have to get up, bro. You can't tell them, boy, it's Sunday, my son, I ain't coming out there. You can't do that, because those are your tenants or those are your customers. So it's anytime something can happen. If you have a business or whatever, and if the police stand up there, call you 2 o'clock in the morning, tell you, yo, they just break in your place, or they break the glass, what are you going to do? Tell them come tomorrow? You gotta get up and go look at it, go see what's happening. I mean, that is your bread. That is your bread of every day. But on the other hand, Brian, remember, you will always have red tapes.
Yeah.
In a country, red tapes in a country, and certain things that will keep you down or will pull you down. And that's why, Brian, I am so happy now that we are getting new leaders, different leaders, and I'm just hoping they don't get the bad habits and they see it in a different way. See it, put yourself in my shoes as a businessman. Put yourself in Brian's shoes. Put yourself in Billy's shoes. Put yourself in whoever out there doing business. Put yourself in their shoes. If a gentleman is running a little restaurant, forget about a little, he have a small little truck and he's selling sandwiches and hamburgers, and he needs a light meter. Think about it. You put yourself in that gentleman's shoes. Business is not so bright, and every day he has to buy gas, put in that generator. But just think about it. If he get that meter, what will that meter do for him?
Yeah, make it more efficient.
It makes it more efficient for that gentleman.
Yeah.
I always say, how can you be in a position to help people and don't help?
Yeah.
Just because you're in that position, you use it and say, boy, I can't help you.
Yeah. People put you there.
And it's the people that
help the people.
That help the people.
That's it for me. The people put you there, help the people.
Help the people,
Case closed.
And
find a way.
Brian, St. Martin is a country, indeed. We have a lot of business here. And we gotta give thanks for it. Sometimes I just drive around, Brian, and I see different restaurants, different stores, different type of things opening up. And be like, wow, this is a nice country, this is a great country, And you check other countries. St. Martin is paradise, bro.
Yeah. But the locals have to get involved.
Yes, that is one thing.
Have to get involved. Find something you're passionate about. Find something that could make money, and give it a try. Start small.
Yeah.
Give it a try. Yeah. And then on the other hand too, the government and the banks have to make it more feasible for them, for us as well.
Of course, promote businesses, Brian.
That's what
promote businesses.
It has to go hand in hand.
I always believe in They have a company, Talk Good, Talk Bad, in Curacao was how do you say, opgericht by government. Corpodeco. I always like that company. You know, it's a company that is government owned. It's a bank, but they give out small loans.
Okay.
You know, like if you want, let's say, Brian, you want to start to run a bus. They will tell you, okay, you want to run a bus, you have a bus there, you want to buy the bus, come with a X amount of documents, you know, and we will tell you, okay, go for it or not. You know, you have to learn how to set up your business plan because they're gonna have to see how that is set up. You know, again, these are things that you have to inform yourself about, Brian. You know, what is a business plan? Because I know there are people in this country up to this day doesn't know what it is. You know, but this is something you have to understand because it's something that you need before you open a business if you're going to get a loan. But it will help you also to understand finances. You know, finances meaning how the money come in, how do you pay your loans, how do you pay your debts, and how do you make a salary for yourself, and how do you promote your business to go forward. You know, I don't know what's your ideas on that.
I like what you say with a salary for yourself. That made me smile because I could remember in the beginning, there's no salary for yourself. You know?
Sometimes, yes.
In the beginning, you started small. There's no salary, for, yourself. There's no, oh, I'm making money, let me go buy a new trans. Oh, I'm making money, let me go buy some new clothes.
Yeah.
No.
Especially in the beginning.
In the beginning, whatever you make, you put back into your business.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can grow, so you can generate, so things can turn over. Bro, we running on time. Your last words to the St. Martin people?
Well, St. Martin people, thank you. Thank you so much for listening to me and Brian.
Remind them again about the event.
Yes, on Tuesday, don't forget to come through in Back Street. Let me give you the address quick there. Yes, the address in Back Street, Phillipsburg, St. Martin. It's the 28th of January, 7:30 in the evening. The lecturer is going to be Mr. Baker. You know, he's going to talk about entrepreneurship, the role of entrepreneurship for local economic development. St. Martin, thank you so much. Brian?
St. Martin people, that's our time for today. Thank you for yours. Remember, life is all about choices, so be careful who you choose and what you choose because time waits on no one. Until next time, strictly business.